Here tonight, Judiciary Chairman Senator Chuck Grassley stopped by the Skybox, where we have been reporting on the hearings this week, to discuss today's dust-up over those documents Senator Booker decided to release late this morning.
It's true. They were requested late last night. We have to go to the Department of Justice to get final approval whether or not it's within the law to release them by 4 o'clock. 5.5 hours before he made his statement, he knew that they were available for access by the public and him. So he really didn't do anything other than just make a show, I think.
Well, what he has said, and his team has said, that he violated the rules last night when he started talking about the documents in the hearing. And now throughout the day-to-day, he's continued to release documents that he says are committee classified. Will there be any repercussions for that?
That'll be up to the United States Senate. I doubt if this is within the jurisdiction of our committee. And there's certain protocol for that, and I'll just let
them handle it.
Yeah, I'll let them handle it.
Okay. In the meantime, we're still getting the criticism from the Democrats who say they haven't had enough time to look at these documents, and that's leading to some of these problems. How do you respond?
Well, they would have had more time if they're talking about committee confidential. Because we did have at least one senator ask for them in a timely way, and a lot more could be done if they would have told us ahead of time instead of midnight hour like last night to ask for some documents. So I would say it's a little bit their own laziness about getting their request in.
Okay, so you've talked about how the level and volume of documents that you've released for this nominee are more than the 5 previous nominees combined. But what Democrats will say to us is they're not the documents we do want, and they're a lot more from the nominee's time in the Bush White House.
Yeah, these are all the relevant documents that are necessary. In fact, a lot more than relevant documents from this standpoint. If I could tell you what Senator Schumer said a couple weeks ago on the Senate floor, and something that Senator Leahy said on Sotomayor's nomination. She was a circuit court judge, and it kind of went like this. I'm paraphrasing, but if you want to know what kind of a judge somebody's going to be on the Supreme Court, we know because you have a record, and it's the best record to make a determination. Well, this gentleman, Mr. Kavanaugh, has been on the circuit court for 12 years. He has a voluminous record, 307 opinions that he's written. I don't know, that's 10 or 15,000 pages of writings that he's done. Is the best record that other people have said. So I'm going to agree with them. It's the best way of knowing whether or not they should be on the Supreme Court.